Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. All right, so it's Wednesday night show, and we got, I guess, another special Wednesday night show. We're gonna follow along with the Leafs Panthers game and see if the Leafs are gonna get swept tonight. You never know; they're facing elimination, down 3-0, and as a Habs fan, you got to enjoy that. All right, is anybody here? I don't think anybody's here. If you're here, please say hi in the chat, and we're going to talk all night long. I might do a little bit of play-by-play. I might not, but we'll definitely comment on the game, and hopefully it'll go the way I'm hoping it'll go. I don't know. I just hope I'm not jinxing it by doing this tonight, because, I'd like to see it be over tonight there. All right, so say hi. I'll get to that in a sec. First thing, in case you guys don't know, Samsonov is out again tonight, so Joseph Wall is in nets. And it's kind of curious as to why Murray's not. I don't know how injured he is, but I imagine he must be injured enough or whatever. Too chicken. Anyways, I don't have much as far as news goes, but let's use here. There's a comment. Habs Guru, hey Guru, how you doing, man? Thanks for the comment. At least to open it up. So everybody, we got about at least 10 minutes till the puck drops, I would think, and we'll talk about whatever, and all night talk about whatever you want, and the game on and off all night. And like I said, hopefully it goes the way Habs fans want it to go. I don't want to see the Leafs extended here. I would like to see them keep their streak of not winning any games in the second round going for another year. Why not? Let's go, Cats. Hey, Gabriel, how you doing, man? That's my sentiment exactly. I don't see how they're, with Joseph Wall in that. Now, it's nothing to say that he couldn't, play, I don't know what the word is, but, stand on his head and just deliver a great game. It's possible, but I kind of think, they're probably done. We'll see how they come out. If this team comes out when they drop the puck, and I mean from the drop of the puck, if this team isn't 100% engaged, flying out there, just totally trying to control the play, dominate the Panthers, then, if they come out lackadaisically or whatever, I mean, it's pretty much over, I would think. Hey, Andre, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Standing Man, just watched your video about what the Habs will do with the fifth pick. I hope the Habs pick will be Smith. Now, listen, I do too. I mean, I hope Smith drops to us, but who knows at this point? It's going to be one of the three, I would think, although I have some news on that. I don't know how accurate, but it seems like this is accurate news about, and I only just got it like 5 minutes ago, so couldn't include it in my video. Gabriel says, I don't care if our Florida pick drops anymore, because in the end, nothing gives me more pleasure than watching this circus team lose. 100%. And you shouldn't care about it. Like that's beyond our control. Even if we cheer for the Leafs, is that going to make them win? No. So how do we control anything like that? Go with your heart. I'm never going to cheer for the Leafs for any reason. Hey, Slinksy. Are we going to see another 2014 Kings? I'm not sure. Did they lose like this? I don't know. So I don't know how to answer that. If Michkov is available at 5, I'd choose him. I'll put this up again after. This is something I just came across. And in my video, I talked about Michkov and I don't want to say my feelings watching the press conference from Kent Hughes, how when he talked about it. Yeah, and I think this kind of backs up what I'm saying, but like I said, I don't know the 100% validity of this. It's from a good source, though, and that is this. I didn't upload it. Oops, I'm going to upload it now. Right here. That's funny, eh? I'm going to go to this. Okay, so this is from Andrew Zadnarski. He's a reporter on the Habs beat. And he says, Russian sports news site Championat is adamant that Montreal won't pick Michkov if he's available. They reference Artyom Telepin, who was the Habs scout in Russia until this past season. Okay, he says, and everything is simple here. The Canadians even fired a scout for Russia, and already last year they were mentioned as one of the clubs that would not draft players from our country. He says, Michkov draft chance 0%. Does that mean 100% he's not? No, it doesn't mean that, but I don't know. I mean, if that's accurate, then yeah, maybe we're right about they're not going to draft Michkov. I didn't get the feeling from Hughes at all. No excitement talking about the player. Nothing. There was nothing. No, I don't think they're drafting him. I don't. And if you want to know more, go watch the video. The video is out, but don't do it till after the game. And yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy that. Let's get back to your comments. The Kings came back 0-3 to win the cup. No, we're not seeing that again. Listen, could it happen? Is it in the realm of possibility? Of course it is. Is it going to happen? Not in my opinion, anyway. And that's all I can give. I can only give you my opinion because I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. But I don't see how this team comes back. They look at the game they delivered the last time, right? Where they needed to win that game, absolutely needed to win that game so they don't go down 0-3. And they gave a flat effort. Like I don't see, and the goalie, he's a third string goalie. His fault on the winning goal in overtime. He totally misplayed that. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Plus, the amount of pressure that they were in up until this game in this series, the Leafs, has amped up 10 times because now they're facing elimination and facing being swept. So I don't see a win here for them. I mean, it's like I said, it's in the realm of possibility that they win. I don't know about coming back all the way, though. Would be kind of sick to see Will Smith go to Philly. He won't go that. No, that you're saying dropping down to 7? No. Like if Will Smith goes to 7, right? That means Michkov, more than likely, that means Michkov was picked ahead of Montreal, right? Ahead of Montreal's pick. If that's the case and Smith gets to Montreal, I don't think he's going beyond that. Avoid anything Russian. Just a good advice from Eastern European. See, Safka says, avoid anything Russian. Just good advice from Eastern European. And you know what? I think it's right. And I think that's where Montreal is going. It's not a knock on the player by any means. It's not a knock on the player. It's not a knock in general on Russian people. It's just the situation that's there. And it's a huge gamble. And it's a gamble Montreal can't afford to take, right? In a rebuild, if this is a bust, in that he doesn't end up coming here or not allowed to be able to come here, that's a total, what kind of that's a real, what's the word it kind of delays the rebuild, it sets it back. So no, they can't not hit on something good here at the draft. They need that security, I think. Gabriel says, my entire family is Leafs fans, and when Leafs beat Tampa, I said I'd rather play Boston than Florida, and they all disagreed with me, and they get what they want. Sometimes, what's the saying? Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. Right? That's what happens. Sofka, I mean, yeah, but when you say take it with a grain of salt, he's biased. They have history together, but that's the history that kind of what's the word I'm looking for here now too? It's educated history. From which you speak. How's that? Just because the celebrity Will Smith is from Philly, that's why? Oh, is he really from Philly? Well, who cares anyway? That ship sailed. All right. So if you want, whatever you want to tell me in the chat, they're on the ice now. Imagine they're gonna have the national anthems, and then we'll have a puck drop. So we've got a little bit of time. More Leaf haters watching tonight's game than actual Leaf fans, probably. Probably. I mean, it's the only reason I'm doing the game. I would just normally do my Wednesday show, but I mean, how can I pass this up? Savka, yes, it's a gamble. I mean, I think so, right? I mean, some people don't think so. I think it's a gamble. I do, and I don't think if it's a year where you can afford to gamble, okay, but I don't think this is a year they can afford to gamble on a pick. Not the first one. Down later rounds, okay, that's a different story. But this first pick, they can't gamble that pick. And I'm telling you, I watched that press conference 3 times, and the feeling I got was they're not taking Michkov. So, am I right? I don't know. We're gonna find out. In what? It's June 28th, so less than about a month and a half. We're gonna find out. Something like that. Gabriel says he thinks Wall will stand on his head tonight. He'll have to win, I believe. And, he may stand on his head, but the thing is, will he make any mistakes at all? Because the mistakes he's going to make are probably going to be goals against. So, and we'll see. I put Bobrovsky on my thumbnail because so far he's been pretty damn good in shutting them out. Well, shutting them down, enough to be ahead. For me, the statistic I'm worried about, let me go to it. I didn't load it, but I'm going to load it now. This is something that kind of makes me worried. So the last 6 games for the Florida Panthers in the playoffs, the record is 6-0. Goals per game, 4.17. Goals against per game, 283 or 2.83. Power play percentage, 38.5%. Save percentage, 9.21. No, 0.921, excuse me. It's one of those situations where we say a lot of times, right? A team is due. I hope that's not the case here, or it's just that's not a thing, and we'll see. But admittedly, this is going to be the hardest game in the series for the Panthers because that's the hardest game. Close out a series is the hardest thing, especially on the sweep. So, and then listen, if Toronto wins tonight, it's not going to convince me they're going to come back all the way either. I mean, if they don't win tonight, I mean, do they have any pride in themselves? Do they have any balls? If they do, they're going to win tonight. If they don't, they're not going to win tonight. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It sounds a little too loud for me. There. Sounds like I can still hear it. All right. Let's see. Anybody talking to me? I don't think so. Will I do World Championship stream if Canada goes to the finals? Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably. Especially if Monty's in nets and he's doing well. Yeah, probably I will. I might do more than just the championship. We'll see. That's coming up soon, am I right? Sufka says, also, I want to cheer for Canada. Why can't I cheer for Leafs instead of Florida? You could cheer for whoever you want, Sufka. I don't tell anybody who to cheer for. So, I mean, if you want. I mean, if you want to cheer for losers, okay. But that's totally up to you. Desperate teams make mistakes. That is also very true. And they grip the sticks very much tighter. Florida will take advantage of that. I mean, hopefully that's the game plan, I'm sure. It starts in 2 days, the championships. Oh, okay. How long do they last? I don't know why I'm quiet. It's funny. The Florida team is full of Ontario guys. There's a lot of Ontario players in the league. I mean, yeah. So I've got listen. Seriously, it's fine with me. I don't care. You know, I just think if you're a Habs fan, I don't know why you're cheering for the Leafs, but I mean, some people are Habs fans for different reasons than I am, and don't have the same hate towards Toronto, and you can do that, but I'm not doing it. That's all. So we're about to get a face-off. Look at that. How long again? 15 minutes tonight took to get that. And that's won by the Leafs. Is that an omen? I don't know. Apparently, Sheldon Keefe going with his lines, not changing up. We'll see how that works out for him. I'm not sure if they're not showing the time. We're like 30 seconds into this game. My initial thought as a Leafs fan, if I was a Leafs fan, would be I don't like what I see. It's 30 seconds in. It's not big, but the aggressor is the Panthers so far. I don't know how that's possible. What do you guys think? Somebody else other than Sufka and Slinksy or whoever? Somebody else talking to me too? What do you guys think of so far of this initial opening minute and 10 seconds now? Your starter is Joseph Wall, and one of your defensemen is Justin Hall, and you are going to be out the door. Didn't rhyme though. My biggest worry though tonight, I think, is Bobrovsky. If he can just maintain the great play. If he does, I don't know. I don't know that the Leafs are going to solve him enough to win, if at all. Right? We'll see. But man, how do these guys not come out of this? Just like skating like crazy. Just the pace should be insane, the intensity insane, and and it's not. At least not from the Leafs. Struggling to get out of their own end. We're just over 2 minutes in. Panthers look like, wait, we want this game. We're in for the kill. Anyway, we'll see. Would I say that these streams are sometimes the best part of my day? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes not, but sometimes they definitely are. I don't know. I know he's talking to me though. This is kind of weird. Anyways, if you're here, please talk. Let's have a chat all through this game. I don't think I'm going to do play-by-play. I wasn't really planning on it. I don't know the players and numbers as intimately as I would like to do, but I'll comment on the game as we're going along, and keep you guys updated on time and shots and score and all that, like I always do. A little frustration early from Nylander, I think. A little bit of a cross check there was delivered. Anyway, I'm still not seeing what I would want to see if I was a Leafs fan. So good on the Panthers. They're playing their game. They're being aggressive, and they're getting so far the bulk of the zone time. We'll see what happens. At least they're probably nervous a little bit. Then maybe they needed just a few minutes to get their legs under them properly. So we'll see. But initially, I'm a little surprised. It looks like the Panthers are trying to throw a lot of pucks on net. And I think that would be that's a good strategy with this third string goalie. Just throw pucks on them. Slinksy, it's true. He does need to be a wall. It's not spelled the same way, but it is pronounced the same way. And he definitely does need to be. Can he? That's the thing. I don't know. I my guess is no, but it's I've seen that thing happen before, so we'll see. Standeman, good point. The big four, which is Nylander. We'll go from Nylander, Marner, Tavares, Matthews, have no goals in this series so far. Matt Murray is, that's a good question. I guess he is. Is Matt Murray the backup tonight? I imagine he has to be. I know that they announced on Twitter. I saw the e-bug is who that's going to be, but he's not the backup. So I guess that it's Murray. Imagine if Wall gets hurt and Murray's got to come in limping and with a cane. Guaranteed, if Murray comes in, that net's coming off the mooring a few times. So we're 5 minutes in here. The shots are 5-3 Toronto. So, I mean, they're ahead on the shots. No score yet in this game. I don't believe they're ahead on zone time, though. Puck went over the boards. We'll have a face-off over the blue line, the least blue line. I don't know exactly where. All right. Puck hits Nylander right in the back of the head. Right. Knocks some sense into him, maybe? I don't know. Is that possible? I don't know. Maybe. Just over the Leafs blue line. Won by the Panthers. Maybe you guys do want play-by-play. I'll try. And see, they're in the Panther zone now. O'Reilly loses it near the blue line, comes out. I think that's for Hagee. It gets taken away from him very roughly. And Panthers get it in, sort of dump it in there. Is that Bunting? Yeah, Bunting. Little rat. Some sticks flying there. There's no penalty on that. Look at that. Panthers end up with it and clear. Kachuk throws it into the corner. Cousins gets knocked around like a pinball. So maybe the Leafs are getting a little bit more aggressive. And we'll see what happens. But I mean, they're offside now. They're definitely going to have to put some goals on the board, and not just Bunting or this guy or Camp. The big guys are going to have to contribute. Playoff Matt Murray with the Penguins, but is he Matt Murray with the Penguins? I don't think he's the same guy. I mean, I guess there were times during the regular season he played fantastic. So, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if he can't start tonight, then how's he going to be as a backup, though? I mean, he's injured. Do I think Owen Beck makes the Habs team, and if not, playing Laval? Probably. I mean, probably either or, right? I mean, but I guess there'll be the option for him to go back to junior, maybe if that's what's best for him. So it's one of those three. It's too early to tell anyway. Just too early to tell for that. So that's my best answer to that. We're at TV timeout, by the way. CBC needs a lot of money. So, by the way, I'm watching it directly on CBC. So I may get it ahead of some of you guys, and maybe not that much ahead of some of you guys. Again, bloody long commercials or commercial breaks. We'll see what happens now when we come back. We are I would say, about 6-7 minutes in. I don't remember the exact time. There's no score in this game. The Leafs are just up on shots a little bit, but not in aggression. Although starting to get there. So this may turn out to be a pretty good game. We'll see. Sheldon Keefe, this could be the last game behind the bench of the Toronto Maple Leafs for him if they lose. I've got to think that would be the case. And any number of these guys may not be back next year. I mean, honestly, including Austin Matthews, who, if they're sure he's not going to re-sign, they may trade him because you got to get something back for him. So we'll see what happens. I mean, these guys, do they know they're playing for their jobs? Do they care if they're playing for their jobs? I mean, I don't even know. Will we see Mitch Marner cry at the end of this game? We may. Will anybody send me a comment in the chat? Who knows? I know. I think my signal's a little weird. It's my connection. You know, I think it's my graphics card is screwed. I'm having a little trouble with my with graphics. Anyways, we're looking into if it's a driver or what. Anyway, hopefully it's nothing but a driver. Some pressure here by the Panthers. Some good stick work by Toronto. They get the puck out. But, in Florida's possession. So they'll try this again. Tkachuk sends it into the corner. Was Suzuki asked if he wanted to play for the tournament? I don't know the answer to that. I suspect that he probably was, and that he needed to take some time off. Lost my feed for a second. It's a beautiful day outside. Why would that happen? Jeez. Don't apologize for your bad grammar, Stan the man. It's okay. I'm used to it by now because you're not the only one, and I know what typing on a phone or whatever. I mean, I get it. I'm getting good at deciphering. I'm gonna work for the Army one day. I don't know if there's not supposed to be bad weather, but the satellite's breaking up a lot. I mean, I'm getting this live over the air. It shouldn't be like this. It's almost as bad as a bad night on one of those streaming services. Anyways, we're 11:40 left in the first. Shots are still 5-3, no score. So kind of, I'm going to dare say we're almost halfway through the first, and it's kind of boring already, so far. Hey, Drew, how's it going, man? Best of luck, by the way, with the Oilers. Who's your pick? First goal, Edmonton and Vegas. Oh God, I honestly haven't really thought about that, and I'm not sure what your abbreviations are. 72 for you, BUJC. I don't know what that is. It's not happening. Hope Marshall Soul 81 is tied up tonight. That's for Vegas. What's the are you guys down in the series or it's tied up? MJ, my thought exactly, actually. And I mean, you guys heard me say that. I'm still worried that they were going to go, and then I said, if they could get past Florida, then yeah, they're really going to be dangerous. But they can't seem to get past Florida. But I mean, that was my thought too. It's 2-1 for the Knights. Yeah. No, listen, I hope if they're, I could cheer for the Oilers. That's the team I could cheer for. I just can't cheer for this Canadian team here. Best of luck in that, man. So we're almost at the halfway point here in this period. Again, no shots haven't changed. Score hasn't changed. Not the most exciting game. And I wonder who that works best for, that it's not overly exciting or whatever. I tend to think probably for Panthers, because, I mean, if the Leafs don't have that emotion and play with that passion, I don't see how they're going to win. I see Bukestad. Okay. Yeah, no, I get you there. For the goal. Which goal are you talking about? Isn't the game? When's the game? Is that tonight? There's a second game, I think, tonight, right? Again, I'm going to just say in this game, it's uninspired hockey by the Leafs. I don't see how that benefits them. And how are they playing uninspired hockey? How are they not inspired to be flat out just the pace, crazy pace, throwing the body around? I don't understand how this is not happening, but I'm okay with that. So talk to me here in the chat. What do you guys think if you're watching the game? Even if you're not, what do you think is going to happen here? It's a 0-0 score, so it's anybody's game still. What do you guys think? And while you're doing that, give a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Who cares if Teal gets another game? I mean, I do. I'd rather see the sweep. So there's that. But I said it earlier too, right? If they win tonight, I mean, it doesn't mean they're going to win the series. I don't think they're going to do that. Guru, I did get it just before I came in here. I did get that email. He said, "F the Leafs." Am I responding to posts on something other than YouTube? What do you mean by that? Well, I have my my channel, my website, the talking-habs.com. You can send messages through there, through my email, through YouTube comments. Emails in every description of every video. Standman says, with Landeskog not playing next season, Drouin might be a good fit for the Avs. Maybe. He's going to go somewhere. I think he'll get an NHL job. I just don't know offhand where. But, he'll get a job, especially, he's not going to command a big salary. So I don't see how he could. So how long till Chicago are contenders? My hopes never, but they got a long way to go because they broke that team down big time. You got to figure probably 3 to 5 years easy, maybe longer. Drew agrees they don't. Why do they deserve another game here? And listen, the way they're playing here, they don't deserve another period. To be honest with you, Panthers don't have to prove that they're playing well, but the Leafs do. And they need to win. And this is not a team that looks like they need to win. Am I responding to people not in the chat? I'm not doing that. No. I am. If you went onto my website, I would get that in an email. I wouldn't get that here. And I'm not doing. I'm not broadcasting on Twitch at the same time. So, no. Oh, you want the OnlyFans? Oh, I don't. I don't have an OnlyFans. Besides, who the hell would pay for that for me? No. Hey, Sean, how's it going? You would bet 1,000 that the Habs won't take any Russian players. It's just too much of a risk. Yeah, I mean, and I've been saying this for a while, but I think this is true. I'll do this. So this came out of a Russian newspaper, a sports paper, Championat, and it's reported by Andrew Zadnarski. So, I mean, he's legit. So everything it says, and everything is simple here. The Canadians even fired a scout for Russia, and already last year were mentioned as one of the clubs that would not draft players from our country. Michkov draft chance 0%. Now I didn't have this when I did the video. I just got this like 5 minutes before the broadcast started tonight. So, but kind of, I don't think they are. And I think Kent Hughes, you could kind of tell in his press conference after the draft lottery, he didn't want to, like, he couldn't say we're not drafting him. He was diplomatic. That's all I got from it. Is diplomatic, like a guy that he'd like to tell you the truth, but he can't. Almost a chance there for the Panthers. And so here we got 7 minutes left, still 5-3 the shots, and no score. It's not a great first period by either team, to be very honest. What we got? Who's trying to get in touch with me? Matt. Matt says, I'll be on stream at the start of the second period. So Matt will join us for the second. We got 6:25 left here in the first. Even for the Panthers, they're not getting the bounces. Like, so they're struggling a little bit here too, which is why probably the first period is this kind of boring. They're just not getting the bounces in the offensive zone. And then what is Toronto's excuse? Well, they're Toronto. Don't need any more of an excuse than that, do they? I don't think so. Under 6 to go now in the first. I can repeat it. Shots are 5-3 Toronto. No score. Which, if you think about it, is kind of a low shot total for a playoff game, I think. And it's a low shot total when there's a team that's on the brink of elimination. And their fans like to brag that they're not out of it. Well, look at that. Florida got a shot. Look at that. So we're getting down to the end of this first period. If anybody wants to talk to me, it would be helpful if I actually had comments open so I could read them. Hey, Wolverine, how you doing, man? Do I expect big changes in the Leafs, I guess, if they get swept? Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, I think Sheldon Keefe is going to be definitely gone. And Dubas, too. I don't think Dubas survives them not winning a game in the second round. I don't think he survives that. And probably, I mean, I would think Shanahan, too. And then what players? That's the unknown. I don't know what players, though. But, I mean, if they make changes to the management and then don't make changes to the players on the ice, like, that's the dumbest thing. So we'll see. I'm sure some of these guys will be moved. Oh, that was close. That was probably the closest chance right there tonight. And it didn't even result in a shot. Look at that. For Florida, that is. The big thing is that they can offer Matthews an extension this summer. I would imagine they're going to offer him an extension. Is he going to sign it? I don't think so. especially if they lose here like this. Why would he want to stay here? And the only reason he would stay here is just like we all think, and so it's possible he stays. He's got no heart and doesn't care about winning because he plays like that. I mean, if a player with no heart, absolutely zero heart, if he is your leader and the guy everyone looks up to, I mean, that's what your team is. And we're seeing it here in the second round. Hey, Drew, have a good night, eh? And go Oilers, go! All the best. Hope they get to the finals. Sean, with the Michkov you're talking about there, yeah, I don't see how he's going to be able to do that. Right? I don't think it's not. I don't think they can do that right now. They wouldn't trust him to come here and do that and not defect. If that's still a thing, I don't know. In my day, that was a thing. Penalty, first penalty to Joseph Wall. No, I want to say Joseph Wall, Justin Hall. The two names are too similar. So Hall is going off for, I think it's Hall, for something, for breaking a stick. What did he do? I didn't see what he did. So Wolverine says, I would assume Matthews goes to Arizona or LA. Yeah, I mean, Arizona, I don't see how they can afford him personally. They have the cap. I don't think they can pay him. LA is, I said LA before, I think a big American market. Like, I think he goes to a big American market so they can get, endorsements and stuff like that. And maybe even somewhere where winning's not the biggest thing either, if he can find that, so he can hide behind, not be expected to have to be a winner. Ted Lindsay nominees are McDavid, Pasternak, and Carlson. The Ted Lindsay is what again? Excuse me, my nose is itchy. That seems like the Ted Lindsay with those guys there. What is that? Sportsmanship? Wolverine, but it's that arena there for the next at least 2 years. I don't see him going there. He wants to be adored. He does want to be adored. There's not enough adorers in the Arizona arena. So I don't know. And, going home, it might not be the best. The pressure might be much because he's from that area, right? That might be too much pressure for him to go home like that. Oh, Ted Lindsay is MVP as voted by the players. You noticed? I don't. Where's? I don't see Matthews there. How come? Where are we at here? Minute 50 left in the first. Power play for Florida. So basically, they don't score. It's like they got 5-6 seconds left after the period ends. Are they going to get the first goal on the power play? Let's see. They is moving the puck around and a giveaway to Marner. Could be dangerous. Gets it knocked off his stick, though. Has to go retreat with it. So, I mean, they made them waste a little time. We got about a minute left in the power play. Let's see. They're on, minute 5 now. Here they come. Barkov. I don't know who that is. That was Reinhardt. Anyway, they're still there in the corner. Who's going to come up with that? Tirana, but not. They don't clear it at the point to the other side. To Barkov, back to the point guy. That's Montour's shot. Wall makes a save, and we'll have a face-off there as he hangs on to that. Wolverine, yeah. No, and I've said this, it's a little while now. I said I think it's L.A., yeah. L.A. or New York. I mean, I've said New York, but I think it's L.A. that he's going to want to go to. Yeah, I didn't realize he's from California. I thought he was from I guess that's the Arizona. I mean, it's the same basic area. And listen, in L.A., even if he's from there, he'll be anonymous there, which is probably what he likes. But get the endorsements because it's L.A. So it's sort of anonymous. "25 seconds left in the period, 31 seconds left in the power play." Wall just, I don't know, he sat on a puck, whatever. He froze a puck, so we'll have a face-off there. Probably to the right of him. Yep. On by the Panthers. Get a shot in before period ends. Nope. Bad pass. And, not cleared out. 12 seconds. Shot. No. Deflected wide. And cleared down the ice, and that'll end the first period. So first period's over. And it's no score. So, I don't know. It's uninspired hockey here tonight so far. Panthers just have to be patient. Like they can play this kind of game. I don't see how the Leafs. I mean, I don't see how they're playing this kind of game where they're not. They should be all over the Panthers, all over the ice. The pace should be amazing. They should be getting chance after chance. That's what they should be doing, and it's not even close to that. So, yeah, I don't hold out much. Like if I'm a Leafs fan, I wouldn't hold out much hope here tonight so far. But it's a tie game after one. And if there's one thing that has happened, the Leafs have been kind of lucky in some of their overtime losses to get there and all that. Maybe it happens tonight. They back into the overtime and win. Who knows? Hey, Filibuster, how you doing, man? You wish you may, you wish you might. Wish that Leafs lose tonight. Will they lose? I hope so. Is that you're feeding me a line for a poem? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you could say I wish they would lose tonight. I mean, I don't want to be wrong tonight to have said, yeah, this is the game I'm going to do, and then they come back with a good game. But to say they come back with a good game, they haven't yet in this game. They got 2 more periods to try. Now, that wasn't really much of musings. The Panthers can sit and wait to strike. They can. Less pressure on them. Exactly. And, wait for the mistakes. Pounce on the mistakes. If they don't get any. But, they're not. It doesn't seem like they're getting much in terms of the bounces tonight. They're not getting a lot of puck luck. But I wouldn't say either is Toronto. But if the Panthers had some puck luck tonight, I think they'd be up by 1 or 2. But I digress because we don't know because it didn't happen. I hope just for the sake of entertainment, I hope the second period is better than this. But this is, to me, is the way for them to beat them. Sit and wait for mistakes and take advantage as many times as you can. I don't have the volume up too loud, but didn't notice Austin Matthews out there that much. Again, Tavares, didn't notice him out there that much. I don't understand that. So I guess tonight the second game is Edmonton, Vegas, right? They just said tomorrow is the Seattle. And who are they playing? That series. I'm brain dead sometimes. So talk to me here in the chat. We got 15 minutes to sit and look at each other and twiddle our thumbs, or we could have some, because I don't know if I got 15 minutes monologue in me tonight. So please help me out. Okay, maybe not. So I talked about I did a video today. It was about the press conference after the draft lottery on Monday of Kent Hughes and what I thought and all that about Michkov. Now I know everybody's kind of split on that, right? They take Michkov, they won't take Michkov if he's there. So here's I'll read it. I read this earlier and I will read it again. And that's what I'm going to do. So this is from Andrew Zadnarski. He is a reporter that is on the Habs beat. Russian sports news site Championat is adamant that Montreal won't pick Michkov if he's available. They reference Artyom Telepin, probably not pronouncing that right, who was the Habs scout in Russia until this past season. And the quote is, and everything is simple here. The Canadians even fired a scout for Russia. And already last year, they were mentioned as one of the clubs that would not draft players from our country. Michkov draft chance to the Habs, 0%. Now, he maybe even means that his draft chance at all is 0%. I don't think that's the case. He may drop, and then he may not. Don't know. If they can buy him out, like there's a player that just did that, bought his contract out and went and joined the Capitals just at the end of the season. So it's possible to do. I don't know if that'll affect anything. If the Habs, I still think it's still so risky. I wouldn't do it personally. I know he's going to be a great player probably and all that. But there's other really good players there. Anyway, I'm hoping at this point that Michkov does not drop and that he goes where expected and Montreal's not facing that dilemma. And then that would mean that one of either Leo Carlson or Will Smith will be available to Montreal at that number 5 spot, takes care of all the problems. Simple. But life's never simple. So. All right. Let's see now. What you guys saying to me? Anybody saying anything to me? I don't know. The Panthers. Oh no, said no. Should the Habs trade up in the draft to get Michkov? No. I mean, if they're not interested in getting Michkov, they're not trading up in the draft to get Michkov. To me, the right question actually would have been, should they trade up in the draft to get Smith or Carlson? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not going to pick Michkov, so should they trade up so they're not just left with Michkov and they can get one of them? That's a possibility. They might find themselves doing that. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a possibility. I know that Hughes is going to listen to all offers that come his way. He's going to listen. You never know what could come out of it. And, he's going to make, hopefully, really solid deals. We'll see what happens with that. But I don't think they're going to trade up or down. Although, I could be wrong. It depends. If they feel that they're going to be left with just Michkov, they may trade down to get a specific guy they want, and somehow increase the number of picks they get, or whatever it's going to be. They may do that. But I would think if they're going to do that, that's going to happen right there at the draft, on the draft floor, as things happen. Right? I would think, if they're it gets the fourth pick, Smith and Carlson are gone, and then it's Michkov. They're not getting the guy they want. They can get a guy that they know of in 3 picks will be there. That's who they want instead. I could see them trading that pick and getting something for that extra, and I can see that happening. I don't know if it will. Andre says similar to Kaprizov situation, though Kaprizov was drafted at number 135. So similar. How exactly do you mean? I don't remember. I don't remember that situation. So, yeah. I just don't think Montreal is going to take the chance right now on. It's not a pick they can. It's not a pick they can take a chance with. They can't afford that pick to not happen. Like, to not be a player that is a good player and makes the team, kind of thing. And they draft Michkov and he doesn't come here, either because he's not allowed to or because he decides to stay in Russia. But he's apparently really wants to play for the NHL. So I don't know. I think in this situation, it might be a case of better safe than sorry. They can swing for the fences and make a deal, another home run deal somewhere else. I don't know if this is, I don't know if I want them swinging for the fences with that first pick of theirs. All right, so here I am, not wanting to do a monologue, but I am. Please talk to me here in the chat. Ask me anything you want. I will answer if I can, and make up shit if I can't. Because that's how things work around here. No, it's not how things work. Andre says he doesn't think Habs will draft Michkov, though, and he agrees with me 100%. So that's awesome. Now, Andre, I'm off the top of my head. Are you out there? I'm not sure where you're at. For some reason, I wanted to say that you're in Russia, but I don't know if you could be getting an outside line like this. I don't know what the situation is down there. You hear so many different things. All right, Rick is going to just sit here and wait for questions or comments. So I've gone through everything. I don't really have much to add. Because there was no news. I was looking for news for the Habs. There's just nothing really. As we get closer to the draft, there might be stuff. I don't know. I could just see the Habs, unless there's a really good deal, something they've been looking to do, and it comes up, and they're able to do that. I don't think they can do anything till the draft. So we're looking at a month and 18 days till draft, if I'm correct. I think it's June 28th, the draft. So, geez, I'm a little low key tonight. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. Maybe Matt will come in soon and just energize this. All right. So yeah, like I said, ask me questions. I tell no lies, or maybe just a few. And literally, you can, I don't care what we talk about in general, as long as it's nothing stupid, right? But before Matt comes in, I got to do this. Hey, Bob Cannon. Bob's in the house. How's it going, Bob? Don't be surprised if the Hawks will be aggressive if Michkov falls in the top 10 and will try to move up in the draft. Yeah, I wouldn't I wouldn't be surprised. Listen, I would think if Michkov does drop and he drops to the later part of the round, there's probably a team out there that'll take a chance on him. I mean, if the trend is that teams are letting him drop, there's going to be a team that'll take him. He's not going to drop through the. At first, I thought maybe that, but I don't think he falls through the first round. And if he falls at all, and maybe he doesn't. But that is what I think. So ask me about something else, and I'll give you that an opinion on that too. And if not, well, I might just sit here and just shake a little bit while I wait. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I have no personal news to relay. There's nothing happening, anything new. I did a video today. I'm going to be working on more videos, and I don't know what else to say. I'm desperate for news, that is. There was nothing. There was just like nothing, no news today, like Habs related anyway. Might have been someone's birthday. I'm forgetting. I don't know. I'm just going to jump right in here. Says Bob, the Hawks have 19 picks in the first 3 rounds this year, so I kind of doubt they will move down unless it's for a blue chipper. You're talking about the Hawks moving? No, he's not talking about the Hawks moving down. He said that he thinks the Hawks might be aggressive and trade some of those picks and try to get the second pick or third pick as well and try to get Michkov. So try to trade up from their next pick and get 2 top picks. That's what he's saying. But you weren't here earlier. That's why you didn't know that. Who wants to talk to me while I'm on live? Yeah, I'm on now. So 1,000 pardons? No, don't be. One's enough, you know. But you don't have to. That you weren't here earlier. It's funny that Leafs fans trash Florida and say they're not a hockey team yet. Leafs fans buy a ticket, give money to the Panthers organization to watch the Leafs lose at their home. It's funny. Yeah, that's one guy. I don't know if there's a bunch of them. I saw that video too on Twitter. That kid saying exactly that. You know, they don't want to face the truth, right? They're faced with down 3-0, and they still don't want to face the truth that it's probably over for them. You know? But I mean, listen, they can have hope, I guess, till they have none. Thing is, they put a deposit on the parade route, and they can't get it back, and they don't want to give up the money. So, you know, this is the way it is. There you go, the dogs. It's a beautiful day, and it must be still a nice night. So, back to summer schedule, windows open, and the noise of the street comes in. Funny thing about Florida is that they have won more cups than the Leafs in the last 30 years. How do you figure? Wait, did the Panthers win the cup sometime that I don't remember? Something that doesn't make sense to me. Neither has won any cups. How did they win more? Stacey says, Rick, you seem to be the number one Leaf hater who is a Habs fan and has Leaf season ticket. No, I haven't seen that. So it is seen. You've seen the number one Leafs hater who is a Habs and has Leafs ticket. And where's the opponents? Oh yes, the husband and wife. The wife's a Leafs fan. The husband hates the Leafs and he wears. They go to the games and he wears the opponent's jersey. Yes, I saw that. Panthers won. When did the Panthers win? Listen. I'm saying that honestly. I don't remember. Why do I not remember that the Panthers won Stanley Cup? When? I don't know if I should be embarrassed. By the way, we're underway, second period. I don't know if I should be embarrassed about that I don't remember, but I don't remember. Not at all. When the hell did they win a cup? MJ says Panthers did not win a cup, which is what I think. Panthers did not win a cup. My nose is itchy. I don't know why, and it's all blocked. It's not even cold. Bob, you had me there for a second, man. Renegade Man, I don't blame Hawks fans for laughing at the fans complaining they won the lottery. I would do the same thing even if Chicago didn't win the lottery. Any team that drafted Bedard will get hate. Yeah, no, you're probably right. It's just, it's a bit of a it doesn't sit well with everything that's happened with that organization, but maybe it goes to show either that it's rigged. Here's 2-on-1. Oh, beautiful defensive play. Beautiful defensive play. Who was that? Montour. Wow. Where was that? Oh, it goes to show that it's either rigged or it's not. Well, which one it shows. But I mean, if you look at everything that just happened recently in their organization, they don't deserve this pick. That's true. But that's how things work sometimes, right? Renegade Man says Panthers only went to the finals once in '96, but not one. And I remember that. I do remember that. I don't remember them winning. They could this year the way they're playing. Yes, that's a distinct possibility. I guess there's a penalty here. Bunting just took a high stick. It must have been an accident because he still has his eye. So it wasn't on purpose. I don't see it yet. It's a long way to show freaking high stick. Oh, yes. Nice. Broken nose there, but look at that. Boom. Legitimately took a high stick there. Now, honestly, he's got a point, right? There's blood. They called the high stick. There's blood. How's that not a 4-minute power play? I don't know. Bob, yeah, Carolina looks good for them so far. Renegade Man, yeah, if it was rigged, every lottery was rigged. And I said it last night. Or after the on Monday that I didn't think it was rigged. Apparently, Bob had too much wine with dinner. That's why he got it wrong. That's the excuse, eh? So we're almost 3 minutes into the second. Shots are 8-7 for Florida. And they're through 45 seconds on this Leafs power play, and nothing to show for it yet. They're moving it around. Gets knocked out by, I don't know which Panther that is. They'll have to start over. How? Oh, they did score. Just out of a fluke. That's a bad bounce, I think. Nylander scores to open it up. I gotta see that again if that was a bad bounce. So, Leafs go up 1-0. Yeah, off a really weird bounce off the boards, comes right to the front. Bunting either knew what he was doing or it hit somebody. Came right to Nylander in the crease there, and he was able to put it behind Bobrovsky. It hits the post first, and then hits Bobrovsky on the back of the shoulder and goes in. So, they're just lucky. They're getting these lucky bounces. They beat the Lightning on a similar kind of thing. Anyways, listen, it is what it is. If I'm the Leafs, as far as the team itself, I guess, sometimes you need those bounces, and that's great, but it doesn't fill me with confidence that that's how they got to score. But then again, do you really care how you score? Just score. So anyway, they're up 1-0. Doesn't mean anything. It's I think against the Lightning, it seemed to be every game the first goal was the winning goal or was the winning team, but that stopped at some point. If I'm the Panthers, man, I'd be definitely trying to get that back quick. Don't give them any time to have any kind of confidence. Florida's mad about the goal, but I mean, you could see that goal was not, I don't think there's anything funny about it. It didn't look like a bad goal. Just a fluke. We're almost 5 minutes now into the second. So it's 1-0 Toronto. Shots are 9-8 in their favor. I think a big key here, though, for Florida, don't give up the next goal. You got to score the next one. And even here, like, they got the 1-0 lead, but where's the energy? Like, where is the pace and why are they not playing a better game? I don't understand that. And if I'm a Leafs fan, I don't care if they're up 1-0. I'm a little disappointed in the way they're playing. But they are up 1-0, so that's sometimes how it works. You never know. The bounces could be really important. And I said earlier, I didn't look like the Panthers were getting the puck luck. And there's a little bit right there to prove it. That'll kill you too sometimes, right? If you just don't get the bounces at all, that'll sometimes screw you up. Chance there. I don't think they got a shot on net, though. And I think the puck went out over the glass. Oh, yeah, off the defender's stick and out. Renegade Man, well, we don't know any of this, though, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They'll have to go off the board then and let Michkov drop farther down. Icing against Toronto. Anyways, it's Florida's turn now to pick up the pace a little bit in this game and see if they can. Like I said, if I'm them, I don't want Toronto to get the second goal because, you know, a team that's kind of lucky like that, that's getting those kind of lucky goals, you never know how that goes. You don't want them to go up by 2. But still, again, I think Panthers, you know, they're patient. They're going to wait for their openings. And they're going to hopefully take advantage of them. Save Wall. Oh, face off in front of the Toronto net. Just a bad bounce. And almost a good bounce because it hit the goddamn post and then hit Bobrovsky's shoulder. That was the bad bounce. Because I was thinking, and I don't know if you guys heard me, but how did that, I wanted to say, how did that not go in? It hit the post and then the puck was in. I hope I didn't jinx this game by doing this game. That was my big worry about doing this game tonight and not just doing my show like normal. But in reality, could I really be jinxing the game? Not really. I don't have the power. Commercial break. It's rare for a team to win a series when trailing 3-0. So Leafs have to be lucky like the Kings were against the Sharks in 2014. The Leafs were the first team ever to do it, apparently, like 100 years ago or in the 30s or something. I think 5 or 6 teams only since then have done that. So it's not something that you could look at and go, yeah, we're going to do that. The team itself, they can do that and try to believe in that. But I mean, realistically, from the outside, you're looking at that and go, no, it's probably not going to happen, right? So they may win this game. I don't think they come back and win 4 in a row. And then you never know. And that's why they need to shut it down tonight, the Panthers. They got to close it out. You don't give them those opportunities because they could come back and haunt you. Right now, something in my eye. Maybe it's not my night tonight. Six and a half minutes into the second. Shots are tied at 9. Score is 1-0 Toronto. That's where we stand. See, now I'm at the point I'd like to see a little more here from the Panthers and energy and just, I don't know, drive and determination. Montour shot and a save by Wall. We'll have a face-off there. Yeah, MJ, I mean, they can try and they probably will. Montreal, I don't think will bite on that. Why? I personally, I think the potential for the pick that they can get at 5, the player potentially could be better than Dubois. I don't know if I want to, when you can wait till next year pretty much and get Dubois as a free agent. So I doubt they're going to give something as valuable as that 5th pick. I really doubt they're going to give that in a trade to the Jets. No. Like, I don't think that makes sense. I wouldn't do that if I were them. Personally, I think a lot of this rush for Dubois. I think a lot of it's just coming from the fans. I don't know. Watch Dubois sign a long-term deal. And then he won't be coming here anyway. Renegade man, it could happen that, and that's what Bettman hates. 4 non-traditional hockey markets, 4 smaller markets. He doesn't like that, I don't think. He'll be happy, though, if they're all American. That'll make him a little bit happy. Give him a little bit of a chubby. He'll go home to his wife, and his wife will go, no, Gary, not again. No. 12-15 left in the second. Still 1-0. I mean, there's nothing. It's not like more exciting this second period. So it's been a pretty boring game overall. Well, you guys agree with me? It's been pretty boring. I was definitely hoping for a more exciting game. The first 3 games in this series were pretty good. Not just because Panthers won them all. They were pretty good. Exciting, you know. This one hasn't been there. Look, there's Matthews. He's there. Oh, I didn't realize Matthews is playing tonight. Oh. Seriously, though, Matthews not, like, I haven't noticed him a ton. Barkov holding penalty. So Leafs are going on the power play. They could score a second goal here and go up 2-0. I would not want to see that. The Renegade man could see a hockey team in Honolulu over a small Canadian city like Saskatoon because money makes sense. Money rules. Everyone else drools. Let's see how they do on this power play. I hope not well. Had a chance there. Puck taken away from Tavares, but he got in there. Just couldn't deliver a shot. .30 seconds gone in their power play so far. Oh, good save there by Bob. Good save by Bob. On a Marner shot from the circle. By the time the Habs are contenders, there might be a better option or opportunity than PLD. Or the guy they get in the draft this year, number 5, could be better. I think that's a big possibility. It's not to put Dubois down, but I don't think, I mean, Dubois is what he is. I don't think he's, I know he's just coming into his prime soon, so he could make a big leap, but he's basically, 60 to 70 point guy, I think, personally. And a good player, physical, could play, wing and center and all that, but they don't need him this year coming. And I would I'm not giving up a 5th overall pick for him. Nope. Not this guy. A minute gone in the power play. Good clear. Yes, good clear there. 40 seconds left. I think it's an important kill here for the Panthers, that's for sure. They don't want to go down another goal. Oh, big save there again by Bob. Another one. He covers it up. All right. 25 seconds left in the Leafs power play. And we're at the halfway mark of the second and of the game. Funny, I remember someone telling me that they were going to join me for the second period. That didn't happen. Renegade Man, I mean, there's issues there. There's potentially issues there. I don't know 100%, but it seems like there are, and I agree with you. 11 seconds left in this power play. Very big kill here if they could do it. And they just cleared it. So there they killed the power play off. And they gave up 6 shots, but no goals. Bob stood up big there. Good point there, Bob. He says the price we could have to pay in assets going to Winnipeg to the cap implications could have a negative effect on the development of our kids. Yes, could be. Listen, I don't think they're going to trade for him anyway. And if they do, they're not going to do it in a stupid way. I don't think he's going to get taken on any deal. I don't like. I could see at best you're making a fair trade with Kent Hughes, or he might be taking you a little bit, but I don't think he's getting taken. Until there's evidence of that, I'm going to believe that I'm right on that. Commercial break here. As it's a very tight game at 1-0. Will we go to overtime again? I kind of hope not. I don't want to go to overtime here. We're a little ways from that, though, so nothing to worry about just yet. And I'd like to believe that the Panthers are going to be able to score at least a goal tonight. And hopefully more once they get one. Maybe it'll open up the floodgates on Wall, and he'll start giving them up. Sometimes that happens, especially with a young goalie. Plus, the Jesse GM doesn't have to trade him to Montreal. No, he doesn't. Which is right, really. Unless they trade him in the offseason, and again, don't have to trade him to Montreal. But say they sign him for 1 year, and then they trade him at the deadline next year. They trade him anywhere. And even then, it doesn't make sense for Montreal to pick him up there. Especially when you get that close to him being a free agent. So if he wants to be a Hab, he can engineer it to do that. Just not by trade. Face-off coming up. It is to the left of Bob. Now, there's 8:50 left in the second. Shots are 16-11 for the Leafs, and it's 1-0 Toronto. Leafs won the draw. That's it. Nope. That might not have been it. Oh, blocked shot there. It was a good opportunity. Was that Hall that did it too? Probably. Puck comes back all the way. pressure. A little bit. No. Yeah, a little pressure here by Toronto. Panthers pick that up, and they cannot clear it. .740 to go in the second. Behind the Panthers net. Cousins up at the half wall. Back behind his net. Or, well, almost behind the net. And it's Montour. Breaks it out. Ooh. Ooh, that was a slash on him. Wow. Did not get called. Come on. They're banging at it. It's behind the guy. Ooh. That was a big check. Who did that? Who was that? Oh, not surprised. Gudis, excuse me. Who'd he hit? He hit him pretty hard. Kampf. He drilled Kampf into the board. So now they are fighting a little bit there. Who is that? I can't tell. Then Bunting and Lundell. Wasn't Bunting. Lafferty and Lundell were fighting. That was a big hit. Am I right? I sort of saw it. Boom. Oh, my God. He almost put him through the boards. Let's see it again. Wow. He almost drilled him right through the damn boards. Wow. Gudis is a son of a bitch. I don't like him, but tonight I like him. That's a serious hit. I wonder if there's no penalty on that. No boarding call, nothing like that. Somehow Panthers come out with a power play here. Nice. Holding the stick for TJ Brody. Power play to the Panthers. This is a very important power play. It's a key power play if they could score here. Gudis introduced Kampf to mine boards. That's what he did. They're 0 for 1 tonight on the power play. Let's see if they can make it. 1 for 2. Would be nice, but not there. Well, with a little bit of luck, they could have scored there. At least with 13 blocked shots to the Panthers 5, so that's something. And they're kind of beating them on the faceoffs, but Panthers won that one. Shot got blocked. Ooh, close there. .122 left in the power play. Kampf has gone to the dressing room. That was a hell of a hit he took, I gotta say. I said it a few times, but gotta say it again. It was a hell of a hit. Puck goes out, deflects off a stick and over the glass. Florida looks a little nervous, gripping the sticks a little too tight. You think? I mean, I don't see why they would be. I mean, really, the pressure's not that big on them. I said that earlier, Bob. The fourth game is, the closeout game, right? And especially in a sweep, the fourth win is the hardest one to get. Obviously not impossible, and sometimes it's easier than others, but we'll see if Florida has that, has the ability to close it out. We don't know. 30 seconds left on their power play after it's cleared down. No icing needed because it's a power play. That's why there's no icing. I mean, a solution for that, gripping the six too tight, score a goal. If they can get the next goal, that, should calm them down. So their power play over. A little bit of a blown opportunity, not getting a goal on that power play. Austin Matthews with a wraparound attempt. He's been quiet out there, in my opinion, tonight. Four minutes left in the second. Still 1-0. Would be crazy if that's the way it stays this game. Bob's doing everything he can. They need a little offensive help somewhere. Shots now 18-15 for Toronto. 3:15 left in the second. Oh, almost a lucky break there. Almost. I dare say it looks like we're going to go to the third 1-0 Toronto. So it's going to be an interesting third period. They just can't get the damn bounces tonight, the Panthers, man. Icing call against the Leafs. With, I think it said 2:17 left before they took it away for a betting commercial. Hey, well worth it. Yeah, 2:17 left in the second. Mr. Invisible out there right now taking a face off. That's Matthews. Come on, let's get a last second. Man, these guys getting banged around out there. Let's get a last second goal. Last minute, anyway. For the Panthers. Come on. Ooh, almost a big hit. Ekblad on Matthews. He just missed him along the boards. Ladies and gentlemen, the last minute of play in the second period. Another weird bounce off the backboards. Bob, quick reaction, and he covers that up. Where'd everybody go? At this rate, by the time this game's over, there'll be nobody here. Anyway, I'll still be here. Commercial break here as we are. We're almost out of the second. So it looks like it's going to be 1-0 to start the third. It's going to be a very interesting period. Florida's going to have to come out, I think, pretty aggressively and try to score that a goal early. Or maybe they get shut out. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they do get shut out. I wouldn't like to see that, though. Give Florida too much confidence into going into the next game. The next game is back in Toronto. I don't want to see them, get close again in the games. I don't want to see it get to 3 games to 2. So close it out tonight, Panthers. Anyway, that's something like 40 seconds left here in the second. It's a much lower scoring game than I would have thought, being just 1-0 going into the third. So showing some highlights. Maybe my microphone's not working. Is my microphone working? Like, you guys hear me out there? 50 seconds to go here. I dare say that not much going to happen here. Panthers definitely need to step it up a little bit in the third. Breakaway for Tavares. Big save, Bob. Big save, Bobrovsky on Tavares. And the other way, Reinhardt shot on Wall. Wall makes the save. Nothing too difficult. 13 seconds left in the second. Yeah, Tavares, you suck. "14 seasons this guy's been in the NHL. He's had 2 series wins. Like, he's not a leader. How's he a leader? Maybe one shot. Last shot. Big save, Bob, on that last shot with like 2 seconds left. And period's over. So we'll go into the third. 1-0 Toronto. Not a confidence building. Like you're not full of confidence of 1-0 going into the third on a game where you're going to be eliminated if you don't win. We'll see how it goes for them in the third. I mean, I could see them breaking down in the third. I could see them picking it up in the third. Like, I don't know how it's going to go. I hope not well, though. And I hope the Florida Panthers start getting some of the bounces going their way, because that's what they need here tonight. They need some bounces going their way. They just aren't going their way tonight. So what say you? We got 15 big minutes to go until they drop the puck for the third. Should we take a what do you call that? Let's bets are in. When is Matt going to join us? Is Matt going to join us? As he said he was in the second period, he is not. I say not. He'll join us like with 5 minutes left. Time for a beer. That's probably what they're saying too. It's time for a beer. It's Miller time. Wouldn't that be cool to see the Leafs come out sloshed for the third? They couldn't handle the pressure. I'd like that. That wouldn't bother me like at all. Plus, it would be like totally entertaining. Unfortunately, not going to happen. So, if there are actually people out there in the audience, please let's have a chat here in the second intermission, or else it's going to be very busy, boring. I might go into the kitchen for like a few minutes. I don't know. I should get signs like the Roadrunner and Coyote. You know the Coyote? Help! Like I should get signs like that. Talk to me. I don't know where that came from. I'm cracking up. You guys don't want to talk to me. I'm just cracking up. I haven't got anything new to read, Bob. I just don't have anything new to read. So I think it's the onus is on you guys out there to talk to me. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. Because we're slowly losing people, and now we're down to 9 people in the chat. It's not a lot. And I can get it. There's not a lot of interest in the game, I guess. It's Matt's fault because he's not here. Besides, I can't read poems right now. My nose is blocked. I'll have to get. Let me. Yeah, this is going to make a difference here. I'm going to just go off camera, turn my microphone off for a second. I'm going to make a lot of noise blowing my nose, and I'll be back. Are we good with that? I hope so. All right, I saved you guys from hearing that. All right, I can talk again. Yeah, so let's just talk about whatever's going on. What's going on in your life? Come on, let's tell everybody here. It just nobody's gonna know. It's just between us. There's only 11 people here. No. The answer is collective no. We will not talk to you, Rick. We will not talk to you. So Rick is going to just say here and try to think of something to say. I mean, I could read you a poem. I just don't know which one. Got a request? Because like I said, I got nothing new. I take requests. Everything I've got over here, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've played them a lot, or I played them like before the videos a lot. So I don't know. Let's see what I got. video. Hang on. I got it really stretched for this because it's over there. And of course, there's like all kinds of other shit attached to it. All right, what do I got here? Yeah, this one I can't read. I promise never to read this in public again. Do I have a favorite poem that I've written? You know, probably still today, it's the rewriting of Casey at the bat, Suzuki at the dot. But I want to do a rewrite on it. I never really did a rewrite. I know that sounds weird because I rewrote it. But my, rewrite on what I wrote, I just kind of did it one time and didn't edit it, really. So I'd like to rewrite that. But I think up to now, it's my favorite poem. Although the one I'm working on right now, my book, I think that might be my favorite one. It's kind of, it's my life and my life with hockey. I read a couple of pages to you guys the last time. That's probably going to turn out to be my favorite one. My other favorite one, though, I think the story of Rick, because it's like the first kind of really creative non-hockey poem. I like the way the cadence, the way it flows. I also didn't really do a rewrite on it. One day I might rewrite that, do a rewrite and edit and see if I can make it any better. I may, I can't. I kind of ended it. I can't sort of extend it. I'm gonna see if I have anything that I've got pulled out here that I haven't really hasn't been out there in a long time. I just don't know what I've got here. That's too serious. I don't want that one. I might something old. I don't think I'm gonna have anything old in here. Nah. Yeah, my old stuff is. I have to go through my papers to find the actual the writing, not a video. I don't know. I'll read this because there's nothing else to do. We got some time, and it's kind of appropriate to the shit going on in the league with the refs. I'm gonna read since you guys wanted me to read something. It's 3 pages? No, it's not gonna take long. All right, so this is NHL refs are a total disgrace. Is that good enough for you guys? Or are you gonna critique me? Oh, Bob, I just saw that you asked me, do I have a favorite poet? I do, but I don't know that he's considered a poet. I do. I think it's definitely poetry. And you're going to laugh, but it's Dr. Seuss. I love Dr. Seuss. I love the way he writes. As a kid, always loved him, and it continues as an adult. And if you saw my the blurry-headed kid poem, you can see my love for Dr. Seuss in there. So yeah. That's it. I don't, as far as like a traditional poet, I don't have a favorite because I don't read a lot of poetry, believe it or not. I don't. I just write some. All right. So, would you guys want to hear this poem? I will read it to you. And I would read you some more of my book, but it's kind of where I left off. It's a part where I've read it to 2 people. One of them was my ex-wife. For her, I could barely get through one of the pages. I was crying my eyes out. Okay, and if you hear it one day, well, what did you cry about? And then I read it to my dad on Sunday when I went to visit him, and I thought, and I told him, I don't think I can read you this page, and I did. I read it, and there's no problem. So, I don't know. I'm not gonna start crying here on camera. You guys might want to see that, but I'm not gonna do it. So I don't know. I don't know if I could read more of that. I wrote another page though last night. I added a fifth page to what I think is going to end up being a 10 pages of my writing that'll turn into a kid's book. Hopefully one day, but I will turn it into a video. It will come out as a video. So yeah, you're not going to just like, oh, we're only going to wait till it's a kid's book. We're never going to see it. No, when it's done, I will make a video out of it. But yeah, it's not It's only about half done. And I keep saying that, and I wrote another page, and I still feel it's only about half done. Guru, that's about the only time I want people to see me cry. No, I swear, I don't know why reading it to my ex-wife, and it's nothing like that. You'd think I should feel that way. I was just overcome with. So, like, I kind of hope that it brings that out in people who read it when they either read it or hear it when I do a video. And if it made me that emotional, hopefully it make you guys that emotional too when you hear it. And I wouldn't care, like, if it was just some tears coming. Like, I wouldn't care if it was just that, but not what I was doing. No. Oh, tears of joy when the Leafs are eliminated in the next hour. That would be nice too. I don't think I'd have tears of joy, but I'd be very happy. Okay, nobody answered. Do you want me to read this poem or not? Before we run out of time. It'll only take like maybe 2 minutes. It's all up to you guys. There's 11 people in the chat, so I mean, give a thumbs up in the chat. You must have emojis, right? Give a thumbs up emoji in the chat if you want to hear the. And it's a video that's been out there, and you may have heard it already, so you might not want to hear it, but it's still appropriate to, still this season. It's still appropriate how shitty they are. We got a 1 thumbs up, a 1 ringy dingy. Bob's second because he asked me, so he's an automatic. Andre's in. So I'm going to imagine we're probably going to want me. What else are you going to want to hear me do? We could just look at my face and twiddle our thumbs and wait till the game starts. They're showing Stamkos beating up Matthews. All right. Put this down. Have a quick drink of something, and I'm going to read this to you. Clear the throat. All right, so it's called NHL Refs Are a Total Disgrace. Like I said, if you do ever want to hear it again, it's out there as a video. Not, I think I could have done a better job actually filming the video, but the poem's the same. Hockey, man, that's the sport. That's I'm going to start that again. Hockey, man, that's the sport that I love best. But these goddamn refs are making it a cesspool of incompetence. I want to spray them all with mace because these NHL refs are a total disgrace. Gary Bettman, the commish, says there are none better. Pick any sport. It don't matter their letters, NBA or NFL, MLB or KHL. It don't matter the place because these NHL refs are a total disgrace. The Montreal Canadiens are treated fairly. Brother, please. Not when all the refs are just a bunch of Chris Lees. Blind as a bat with an agenda that's perverse, leaves you staring at your TV every second word a curse. Damn you all you refs, you're ruining the game. Barely a good one among you, you're all cookie cutter same. They should be skating with a cane and wearing dark glasses because down to a man, they're just a bunch of asses. They should be accountable and answer for their calls, but that'll never happen. They don't have the balls to own up to the media, to own up to the fans. Hey, we're just incompetent, right down to a man. Incompetence seems to run amok through the NHL's brass, who wouldn't know a good call from bad if it crawled right up their ass. It's hard not to get angry at the refs each and every game. If they don't like that fans hate them, they've only got themselves to blame. Under orders from Bettman and the boys over at Dops, letting games get out of hand just like the Keystone Cops. Gambling is now king to attract an American fan base, making these NHL refs a total disgrace. Hang on. It's my alarm. No one goes to the games to see the refs work, to see a ref like Chris Lee act like a jerk, blatantly missing calls right in front of his face. Man, these NHL refs are a total disgrace. Hockey is a game that I love to the bone. And in hating the refs, I know I'm not alone. All over the league, in every fan base, most fans think that the refs are a disgrace. It needs a rewrite so I can fix these things. So what can we do to get things to change, to get back to a place where they call a fair game, to get back to a time when where the refs weren't as crappy and watching the game didn't make you unhappy? For starters, I think that after each game, they need to sit down and they need to explain why they missed so many calls. I dare them to do it if they have any balls. Rewrite the rules to explain them more clearly. Enforce all the time, not just once a yearly. What is goalie interference? Does anyone know? Because if they do, it sure doesn't show. Say bye to the refs like Chris Lee. Why do they have jobs? They think they're better than the players, just like a bunch of snobs. How about the boys at DOPS? Their punishments don't fit. A bunch of old enforcers whose opinions are worth shit. Here's the way to fix it. Get the refs to call games right. Stop the refs deciding who the winner is tonight. Stop the refs from showing off. They are not the stars. Here's the way to get it done. It's really not that hard. Make them all accountable to media and fans. Each and every post game, make them take the stand. Send them to the minors if they're not up to the task. Having good refereeing, is that too much to ask? So in my conclusion on how to make it right, make them all accountable each and every night. Accountability is king, and it needs to be in place because these NHL refs are a total disgrace. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, it needs a rewrite though. There's a couple of verses that are kind of clumsy, but the passion is there. We should be getting close now to the third period. All right. Thank you all. Thank you. Appreciate that. There was only one bravo. I don't know why I said to all, but maybe you guys didn't like it or you heard it too many times. Anyways, that'll be in our. I do plan to publish. I'm kind of working on 3 different books. One is this kid's book. Another is a short stories like the story of Rick, my blurry-headed kid. An anthology of short stories. They're about to come back for the 3rd. And then I want like all these poems that I've written and any other ones for the Habs and stuff in the future. I want to put them in a book, and they'll be available when it gets done. They'll be available on the channel. You'll be able to buy them through the channel. So that's my plans. And there you go. And we're back for the 3rd, just in time. Look, perfect timing. Hang on a sec. Went down the wrong way. We're underway here in the 3rd. Well, let's see how it goes. Panthers kind of need to put. I don't know. They got to have. I don't know what they can do about that, but they need better puck luck. Like the bounce has got to start going their way, or else we might end up with a 1-0 game, at which I don't really want to see. Okay, what was I saying now? NHL refs can make $5,000 per match. That ain't that bad if you ask me. It's not, but I'm sure they want to make more. And now that the gambling is all tied in with the leagues, it's too easy. It's too easy for corruption and graft and stuff like that. Like I don't know. And you can see how bad they are. I don't know. What conclusion can you come to? No axe to grind with the league. Not me. Come on. Me? Taking the league that I love my whole life and just making it a bit of a laughing stock. Yeah, no, I got no axe to grind. Not me. Still surprising me though, this game, the third period here, and it's not a quick pace. It's not. I mean, I get it's the playoffs, but they're tired and they're all hurt and all that. But the pace is slow. I don't find the effort there. I don't know why. I just don't find the effort there either side. I mean, am I wrong? Do you guys get that? Oh, Phil, sorry. Yeah, I read the NHL refs are total disgrace. I just read it. They were my adoring fans were asking for a poem. If I ever get like that, I swear to God, I hit myself in the head with a baseball bat. Although, to be truthful, I can see how that could, like, if this was, say, 1,000 times bigger, and then you guys saying you liked all that, you get like 1,000 times that, and all the time. I can see how you get a big head. I can see that. Just that's never going to happen to me. We're almost 3 minutes in here to the third. Still 1-0. A icing call there against I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it because the game is like we're underway in the third. Sorry, Phil. Sometimes timing's everything. I would like to, but I don't really want to bore everybody with the same poem again. Less than 10 minutes later, especially. Besides, hopefully this game will get more intense and exciting. It's so close. 1-0. This should get, should heat up as the period goes on, I would think, unless one team just starts to put them in. I see what you did there, by the way, with the Will Smith. This was a surprising, and I hate to say it, but a surprisingly steady kind of a game from Toronto. They weren't great or anything like that, but they kind of played a steady game all night, and it's kept them in the lead somehow. I just don't know. Come on, boys. Let's put one in. You just need one to tie it up. That was close. He bobbled it a little bit there, Wall. He was screened heavily, though. You got to think it's going to start getting a little chippy there, when the whistle's blowing around the net. It's going to start to get a little chippy. We'll see. I don't know. I think reading the poem might have chased people away because we're down to 8 people. Let's see, almost 3.5 minutes. No, almost 4.5 minutes into the third. Shots are 21-16 for Toronto. It's still 1-0 Toronto. So from I thought a start that looked like, yeah, they're not going to win this game tonight. They've held the Panthers off the scoreboard, so got to give them credit, I guess. Panthers just need to wake up. No, don't call me Will Smith that way. If you want to call me Will Smith, the hockey player, not the guy who slaps people on stage, like, no. Not the idiot like that would. No, I'm not going there. Please don't do that. So I used to like Will Smith, but I lost a little respect for him. Means, yeah. I guess that's fair enough to say. This is a really low-key third period. I think I'm really not Like, I'm surprised. When is this pace going to pick up? Come on, guys, you're like so close. You don't need much. You can close them out. Like, I would expect to see something more from the Panthers right now. They're probably due for a loss. Six wins in a row in the playoffs. I mean, that's not an easy thing to do, and you're not going to win every game. So, Will Smith has a hell of a slap. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Chris Rock took it well. Good defensive play by someone there. I don't know who that was. Can't see. Not Gudis. So Tavares bumps into the goalie, and no one took his head off. Well, Phil, you talking about Will Smith again? Yes, that Will Smith. I think so. Yeah. Rick Burgundy. I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan, so I don't take that as a compliment. My phone has been going all goddamn day. Knock, knock. I don't even know what that's for. Got a commercial break here. So, starting to worry. I mean, not worry. I shouldn't say worry. I really wanted this series over tonight. I really did. I'm not happy right now. The only saving grace is it's just one goal. So, what do you guys think? They're going to tie it up really late and then go to overtime, or are we at a spot where no, can't be next goal wins because they're not tied? Almost had an idea there. Yeah, I don't know. It's I'm getting a feeling like this is gonna go. This is gonna be a 1-0 win for Toronto. JFed, pretty much. There's not a lot of scoring chances and good ones from Florida, but by the same token, not a ton from Toronto. A few, but not a lot either. Phil, I don't want to go through another 3 games like this. I want them over and done with quick. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But there's still 13 minutes to go. So we're not out of it yet. I do think, though, it's really imperative. If Toronto get the next goal, that's probably going to be it. The way, just they're not scoring. So they need the next one. It's a long summer. It sure is. I don't mind a break. I could use a little bit of a break, too. I don't know. I just want this series over. I don't want to have to go through it and then wait till Game 7. I wanted a Game 7 in the first round. Yeah, I wanted them to lose in Game 7. Here, no. Sweep makes me happy. Telling you, man, they can't get the bounces. And like, what a night for Kachuk not to be effective. You know, he's not very. You don't notice him too much tonight either. $11:20 to go in the third. Oh, we got a whistle there. Not sure why. Yeah, they just can't get the bounces. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get a goal. They're not winning enough faceoffs either. I think Toronto's like doubling up on the faceoff wins over them. $11 minutes left in the third. I swear, there's no way, like before the game started, there's no way I thought third period and Toronto was going to be up. And definitely not a 1-0 game. I was sure by now, like we would have been happy and celebrating. They're about to lose, and it's not happening. Bob's got no stick. Not good. There, he's got it back now. Maybe shouldn't have taken the stick and lost your concentration. Toronto just scores 2-0. Yeah, they're gonna win this game. I knew I jinxed the game to do this game. I knew I was gonna. I should not have done this. Damn it! I think it was a shot from the point. Yeah, Marner from the point. Wrist shot, and it sneaks through. I mean, he was screened. Bob didn't see it till the last second, so. And he got a piece of it with his arm, but that's it. I guess Marner's not going to cry tonight. Let's see now. Bob says new prediction is Florida wins in Toronto next game. Phil says 3-4 Panthers. What? In this game, there's gonna be some scoring, you mean? Guru says Florida been late to tie and win it in OT. They have done that. And he also says I didn't jinx it, Rick. Yeah, I know I didn't jinx it really, but I just knew it. I put the game up and everything. I said I have this bad feeling, and it was right. Oh well, it's not over yet though. We got a little over 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes to go. Things could happen. Still only 2 goals, and they say 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. Let's see if that holds true. Well, one thing will happen if they win tonight 2-0 like that. It's gonna totally pump up Leafs fans. They're gonna believe. That's for sure. And that's what I don't really want. I don't want to give them more hope. Why? No hope for you. I mean, like I said, it's not over yet. I'd at least like to see the Panthers get a goal and not be shut out. Like it really doesn't really matter, really, but maybe if the Panthers can get one, you know, puck bounces a little different for them, and they can get a couple. Because if you're looking, how would I say this? It'd be pretty effective. Like right now, Leafs fans are definitely got their hopes up for this game. If the Panthers can just close the door on that, I mean, that would be just as good as losing in the seventh, in Game 7. Almost as good. And you know, they win this game tonight. Oh, man, Leafs fans are going to be all in on the fact they're coming back all the way from down 3-0. You know that's happening. That's what I don't want to have happen. Anyway, don't worry about Leafs fans. Come on, Panthers, get a goal soon. Soon. I feel if Bob wasn't distracted getting his stick back, he might have tracked that better. All right, face-off is to the left of Wall. So is that the first goal by one of the top 4 guys in this series from the Leafs? I think so. Who got the first one? I don't remember. Come on, guys. Let's see some urgency to your game. You need a goal bad. Tripping call against Toronto. I think. Yeah, that's a tripping call. Kerfoot. 2 minutes for tripping. See, now they need to score here. If the Panthers don't score, this game's over. I'm going to say that. They're not going to come back. It's their third power play. You got to score here on this one now. You guys agree with me? What do you think? That was close there. Marner almost put one in on shorthanded. Definitely don't want to see that. Oh, come on. Ugh. Oh, yes, they scored. They can allow that? I hope so. Kind of just dribbled in there. I'm not sure, man. I hope so. Hey, Biel, how you doing? Biel, I did not see that stuff, no. I hope he goes before Montreal's pick. I really do. So no interference there? I don't think so. I don't know. They knocked the goalie stick out of his hand. I don't know. Is that going to be interference? They just showed some drunk people on screen there, man. Woo. Timeout for Leafs. This would be the turning point, yes. Like if it turns, obviously. A lot of time left now. 7:47. This could turn. I hope so. Who's Snake Boisvert? Serge Boisvert? Said that Michkov is still there at 5, that Kent Hughes should sprint up to the stage and take him. I do not agree, but okay. Let's see what kind of momentum this gives Florida, if any at all. Reinhardt gets the goal. It was a big goal, and they needed that then. They had to score it on that power play. Now they have an opportunity to tie it up. Can they do it? Shot didn't get through. Can have an icing call against Toronto. So BL, who's Snake Boisvert? I don't know who that is. Things are definitely heated up in this game. 6:55 left. 2-1 Toronto. See, I agree with them on that, Bill. Good to hear some people saying that. Pace is a lot better too. The whole game I've been waiting for pace, and they finally it started to happen. On Panthers. $5:25 to go in the third. 2-1 Toronto. Come on, Panthers. Let's get another one. That pace kind of slowed down already. Shot on wall. He makes a slave and he hangs on. We'll have a face off there with 5:12 to go in the third. I'm not sure how many games, but I saw a couple of games that the Panthers got that, like, was it Bob saying that? That last second goal in the period. So it's not over till it's over. 5 minutes is still a good amount of time for them to get another goal and hopefully not give one up again. Because if they give one up, then I gotta say definitely it's over. But if they get one, yeah, I'd like, at this point now, I'm kind of hoping for overtime. I wasn't earlier, but now I am. What do you guys think out there? What are we going to see in the last 5 minutes? Guru, you know what you're just saying there. I would think there's somewhat of the draw for him is that, that there's definitely, I think without a doubt, some kind of a push to go after French players, just hopefully quality ones if they're going to do it. I'm okay if the guy's, if he deserves it. But I do think there's got to be some bit of a draw there for Dubois, I mean, I hope they're not trying to just build a team of all French players because that's not going to work either. And I don't see why they would be doing that. So, anyway, we're back here after a TV break. .5:12 remaining in the third. Pressure on both sides tonight, but mostly on the Leafs because they cannot lose this game. Geez, they did almost like they were against the boards, freezing the puck up against the boards. They did that right at the face-off circle. That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen that before. .425 to go in the third. 3-on-2 here? Nope. 3-on-3 now. That was close. Panthers get it out. Kachuk cannot. Oh, does he clear it? Yeah, he gets it into the zone, but. Come on, boys. Let's get it in there. Get it in deep. That's what she said last night. Come on. Ugh. You know?
What's that?
Well, hopefully not a Leafs win.
What do you think of that hit on Camp? He got fucked up.
He got sent almost through the boards, man.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed. Has he come back? I don't know.
No. He's gone.
He went to the
Nolan Chari left the game too, I guess.
Yeah, I saw that too.
But the only issue with that hit was that it was after the whistle. But the hit itself, I didn't really have an issue with it. But it was after the whistle, so you can't do that. Was there a penalty on it? Or?
I don't think so.
Oh wow! Because he hit him after the whistle.
Did he? I couldn't hear really.
Yeah.
I just had noticed it. It's like out of the corner of my eye because I was looking at the chat. Two minutes left. Come on, guys, you're running out of time. Let's not go back to Toronto. Damn, they couldn't keep that in.
I wish you weren't so much ahead of me.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
1:43 left in the third. I'm not sure where this faceoff is going to be. I'm telling you, man, with a little bit of puck luck tonight, this would have been a different game for Florida.
Well, right there too. When that Florida player cut towards the middle, if that stick check's not there, it's a tie game because he would have had like half an empty net to shoot at.
Yeah. And they couldn't close it out tonight, pretty much. Like I can't. I'm really disappointed that they're not closing it out.
What's up, Habs Guru? What's up, Bob?
125 to go. Come on, guys. They're in the zone. Can they do something? No, they can't. The net's empty for Florida, so they got the man advantage. Minute left. That's it. Do or die right now. We're going to go to Toronto or they're going to tie it up, one or the other. I was hoping for some momentum from that first Panthers goal, but they didn't seem to get any from that. "25 seconds. Gonna keep it in. They throw it in. Nah, that's going to be it. Sent all the way down, 10 seconds. So this game is essentially over. Yeah. So goes back to Toronto. I'm really disappointed in that. Now there's a big fight going on. Oh, yeah. Kachuk's in there. He's got Marner. Oh, my God. Marner's looking at the ref. Help me! Help me! Help me!
I'll see it in a second. Whoa! Morgan Riley got mushed.
Oh, and McCabe just took a couple of...
It's a wide brawl.
Oh, my God. McCabe just took a couple of shots to the head. But that was funny. Marner's looking at the ref. Dude, like, help! Kachuk can kill him, man. I'm sorry. That's just for next game. Florida saying, this is for next game. Take that home with you.
Holy God.
Big hit there by Montour.
Mitch Marner's the interpret. He's like,
oh, yeah. I just saw the hit on Riley by Montour.
He got smushed.
Yeah, he got smushed pretty good there.
You're right about Mitch Marner. He's like sitting there. He's like waiting for the ref to break it up, and then the ref breaks it up, and he looks at the truck. He looks at Kachuk going, "Yeah, you're lucky the ref broke it up." I'm like, dude, you. What are you talking? You don't have one tough bone in your body. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. BL says, imagine what tickets,
alive.
BL says, imagine what tickets for Game 5 are going to go for on the open market in Toronto. Going to go for a lot. Sam Bennett could play for my team anytime, says BL. If you look at Marner's face closely, he says, "Mommy!"
He's just taking shots to the face. Oh my God! I hope Matt Kachuk smokes him next game. Like just a nice big clean hip check or something.
At least we got a little bit of comic relief at the end. At least that. I'm happy.
Oh yeah.
But that's a blown opportunity for Florida. But you know what? I'm going to say not a surprise in this way. 6 wins in a row for them, and I said it at the beginning of the game. If a team's due for a loss, that's a team due for a loss in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot my other point. So there you go. I just didn't want it to go back to Toronto. So Friday is going to be the game Friday night, and if that goes on, it'll be Sunday. So Friday and Sunday. Let's hope they end it on. Maybe it's more appropriate. They end it in Toronto. Florida beats them in front of their own fans, and that's what I'm going to have to hope for now. So I would imagine I'm going to do this game on Friday night. It was unplanned. I don't think I've got. What have I got on Friday? Yeah, I guess we're going to be doing the game. So yeah, there's that. I'm disappointed though. Let's see what you saying now. We're here. They handled the pressure, I guess. This is what I'm disappointed at too, is right. Toronto had to have massive pressure on them, and they handled it tonight. And I'm kind of, and listen, and Matthews was quiet. They only got the one goal from Marner. Who got the first goal for the Leafs? Somebody want to tell me?
It was Willie Stiles, I think.
Oh, so they got 2 goals finally. See, this is why they won.
Marner got an assist.
First time this series, they got goals from any of their top 4 guys. Got one from Nylander, and they got one from Marner. So there's another reason. So Panthers need to keep those guys off the board next game, and it's going to be really fun to see this happen, hopefully in Toronto. What else I got to look forward to? So let's see, what's my future for the next few days. See, tomorrow, I'm going to visit my dad tomorrow.
Nice.
Awesome. So I will be not doing a video tomorrow. Friday we'll be doing the game. At least I will be. Hopefully I'll be joined by somebody, maybe. We'll see. And Saturday we'll have a Saturday hockey talk. On Saturday we'll have a special guest. His name is Darren. It's not Habs Guru. But Darren Helm will be our special guest. You don't know who he is unless you follow him on Twitter like I do. So hopefully guys will check that out. He's a funny guy, and I've never met him before. It's going to be the first time, and hopefully it'll go well. I'm pretty sure it will. So that's on Saturday. And then if this series goes one more after this, or I guess 2 more, it'll be on Sunday. And that's it. That's it. I'm a tired guy, and I'm a taken off. So too bad we didn't get the result we wanted, but maybe it'll be that much more sweet when they lose in Toronto on Friday. So there you go. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here for the game. It was a lot of fun, but it could have been better. Not your guys' fault. Not my fault, hopefully, but goddamn Panthers didn't win. All right. I'm not going to babble anymore. Have a good night. It's still early enough, and I'll see you at the next game. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there till next time. Peace out,
Keep
y'all.
your sticks on the ice.
And we'll see you soon. Ciao. There's the button.